it's Joy, and today we're watching Heartstopper, Season 1, Episode 6, Girls. I am so excited to watch this show. I love these kids, and I just want them to do so well and be so happy. You know, I want Nick to be able to come out to the people that matter to him, to break away from his toxic friends, to find a good home with Charlie's friends and any of his friends that aren't dicks, and to be able to like talk to Olivia Colman, because Olivia Colman cannot possibly be homophobic, and if they write her that way I will sue them. I am very excited to keep going. Thank you so much, Natasha, for sponsoring, and let's go.
I've got it. Pirates of the Caribbean. It's a classic. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, was he going to suggest watching Pride or something? Oh, we wanted to try and bring it up somehow.
Summer when you were like 11 and we had to watch this every evening.
It wasn't every evening.
It definitely was, because I could quote it word for word. I knew it was because you loved Kira Knightley.
Mum.
What? She's a very pretty girl.
Please stop talking.
Definitely why he was interested. That's the thing that I think this show's doing a really good job on. I think a lot of parents or people should watch it and try and think that as a society we are so conditioned to assuming little boys fancy girls, girls fancy boys, you know, things like that. So of course he was interested in Keira Knightley and not Orlando Bloom. Like, it's just so conditioned, and you make those kind of statements to your children without meaning anything by it. And even, I'm sure, Olivia Colman, I don't know his mum's name, would be like horrified to think that she was having this effect on him, but it just breaks your heart to watch. And she probably thinks, oh, well, you know, he's not obviously gay. There are no, you know, people that assume you have to be camp, have to have their like crushes on boys from like forever or whatever. It breaks my heart, and I want Nick to go to talk with mum. Or was he buying into both of them? That is true. Could have been into both of them. They are both very attractive. That's why people talking about their experiences are so important.
I'm bisexual.
And that's okay. It's you, and that means it's wonderful. Oof, yep.
This is a conversational lunchtime gathering we've got.
Probably texting Tao.
I can text my friends if I want to.
Texting Tao again. Interesting. Interesting indeed.
What are you implying?
What do you think I'm implying?
Exactly.
Talk about something else.
Ugh, boring.
She needs to work her way up there. Start seeing, does he like me back, and try and find other signs and everything. Ugh.
If you want my attention that badly...
Oh. Ignore those people.
Is there still one person that doesn't know we're a couple? Like, literally the only person in a 50-mile radius, I swear to God.
It's so cool and brave of you.
We should just live in a world where you can just announce you're dating someone of the same gender and who cares?
I'm saying that as an absolute lesbian.
She's so gross.
Lesbians are so disgusting.
Really? In 2022?
Why do you have leftover cheese? Always pays to be prepared with anti-homophobia cheese.
I had a question.
But seriously, like today, like in this day and age, really being like, lesbians are gross. What messaging is that kid getting from her parents?
What I am.
You don't have to figure it out right now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't just wake up one day like, oh look, guess I'm gay now.
They're so cute.
I'm sorry for being all confused.
I thought I was the one who said sorry too much.
Oi. It's a good suggestion.
Till it's not. You gotta just work through it. You're getting there. Charlie. Nick. I feel like my reactions to this are just, they're so cute. They're so cute.
You can have both and it be okay.
Don't talk to your mom. Just the idea of having someone in my life, like whether it's like a child in the future, a sibling, a friend who was going through something like this, and just feeling like they couldn't talk about it. I just want to be like, yes, you can.
Can I come?
Oh.
Why?
Because you're performing.
You don't have to come. You've probably got way more interesting things to do.
Charlie, come on. Your drum kit still isn't set up.
Let's be honest, everyone does. School concerts, I mean, I was in a few, couple of choirs and things. They're very terrible. But, like, he wants to be there for Charlie. Especially for, like, orchestras.
Tara!
You and Charlie getting along well then?
Yes.
We're sort of going out.
Are you?
I mean, we haven't made it official or anything, but yeah.
Oh, he told someone.
Come on, girls. We're running through it again in a minute.
Oh, but Nick's having a very important conversation.
Meet us for lunch?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah, he needs to talk to someone else that's been through it, because obviously he can talk to Charlie about it. But Charlie had a very awful experience of coming out, or at least being bullied when it became into the public consciousness. And also Charlie is his sort of boyfriend, so you don't want to be like constantly unloading all of your feelings of insecurity about the relationship onto him when like he's part of that relationship and you don't actually not. It's just a mess, and he's doing his best.
When we were 13, I think I did like you. I mean, I think I have liked girls before, so I wondered if you...
This is so sweet. This is what I have wanted for him to talk to someone else that's gone through it recently.
I'm definitely gay.
That sounds really good.
So sweet. It's all just...
And does it feel good to have told someone?
Yes.
Yeah. Really does.
Yeah. I just, like... It just breaks my heart that it's still so difficult. I mean... Of course it is. The world we live in. We're making huge strides forward, and then the fucking right-wing idiots are pushing back as hard as they can. And I just... All these children just deserve to be happy and loved.
I told her we're going out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It just,
Amazing.
it just means the world that he's beginning to branch out and trust. It just means the world to him that Nick is beginning to branch out and trust that, you know, it's totally different from his previous relationship where it was entirely a secret and toxic as fuck.
Concert tomorrow.
He deserved the world. His sister was listening. Oh no. Oh. Oh, this is so sweet. I'm so glad they have a group chat and some other people to talk to, and it kind of goes both ways that none of them are alone. Oh. Just watching Nick sitting there smiling. Being part of that conversation and smiling at the comment that was like, we're such meddling gays and I love it, and just feeling part of that and included, and it shouldn't have to be such a struggle, but he's not alone and it just is so important. They are so cute too.
You make a cute little pair.
Meddling.
Okay, well, we can share. We are on a date.
Is that the official rule of dating?
Oh.
Sharing drinks.
He's feeling so comfortable and it just makes me so happy, but
We should.
I'm so, because something is going to go wrong. Like, one of the dicks is going to turn up to get a milkshake and just... I hope it doesn't happen. But I'm not allowed
Go
good
on
things.
dates, just us.
It's because we're friends too. Seems obvious, but you should be really good friends with the person you're dating.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Very obvious meddling.
Set something up between. I've had to deal with enough changes in my life.
Let her do it at her own
Anything else to
pace.
change.
And be supportive along the way.
Sharing stuff like that changes everything. Not always for the better.
She's struggling with the negative
What was more
repercussions.
More interesting. We thought it would be fun to go on a triple date.
A triple date.
Yeah.
Oof.
You and Tao, Tara and Darcy, and...
You and Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh,
You two are together.
Yeah.
so proud of him. He's just feel like this is what I said. This is a safe group of people to come out with. And it's just what he needs. He's got this safe place to land if anything else goes wrong. I'm so happy.
You have to witness all the months of intense pining.
Oh, is he feeling left out?
I think Isaac guessed.
But he's the only one who doesn't know.
If you tell him now. If Nick's comfy.
No.
He told Elle, and I don't think he put a great deal of thought into it, particularly, like, he was just like, this is a safe space and I feel comfy, and he has so supportive of both of them.
I really love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Yeah.
Girls,
Oh,
can I have less chatting, more tuning, please? Thank you.
she's struggling.
The lesbian disease.
They're bitches. Just ignore them. They don't matter, even a little bit.
I'm glad you came.
Me
It seemed
too.
like you didn't want me to.
No, I did. To start saying stuff about you, then... Well, I really don't want you to have to deal with that.
Baby.
I've been researching about being bisexual. I think that might be me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I just love them so much.
Has anyone seen Tara?
Oh no.
It's better off in here, away from the idiots.
Don't want to do the concert thing anyway. Talk to me.
Exactly.
Everything's changed.
Since we came out.
There are hard parts to that.
You.
And I don't know how to behave anymore, and I just want to live my life.
So glad she's finally letting it out to her girlfriend, because this is something she shouldn't be going through alone. And they'll be there for each other.
I also just want to live my life. We can do that.
You have wonderful friends, you have each other. Exactly, so you're just letting those feelings out is what you need to do. So far out. This episode has been so beautiful.
I think it'll get easier. Yeah.
She just had to let that out.
You guys supposed to be on stage, like, right now.
No, I can't run. It's not my fault.
I'm with you, but did he see that Nick and Charlie held hands? Is he guessing? So many cute moments. Okay, this episode was just adorable and emotional and important, and I'm feeling every feeling. All of them. They're here right now. I'm so proud of Nick. I'm so proud of how we've seen him going through it, figuring out who he is and what he is, and he's found that right now, you know, he does think, yeah, I used to be attracted to girls and I am attracted to women, like that is, I'm still feeling those things, but I also like men, and he's maybe realising that when he used to watch Pirates of the Caribbean, it was both of them that he found attractive. It wasn't just Keira Knightley, it was that he liked them both. And I know one of my friends who figured out she was bi in her late 20s, looks back into her childhood and she's like, I had so many crushes on so many girls, how did I not know? And, you know, she's also now sort of thinking, like, am I fully bi? Am I fully gay? Like, she's kind of, you know, it's a process, and Nick doesn't have to have it all figured out right now. He's a tiny baby. But I was just so proud of him for both, having kind of conversations with Charlie, you know, asking him, oh, when did you know you were gay? Kind of, and like, I'm not quite sure what I am. And sort of, it's important to let your partner in on what you're going through. I like that he's not fully burdening Charlie. He's not trying to use Charlie as like someone who just sit there and just have all of his weight put onto him and then be like, oh, fine, I'm better now. You know, he respects Charlie. He doesn't want to cross boundaries or anything. But I think it's really important that he's starting to figure out for himself that I think that term does fit me, and he's starting to use it a little bit more. And it's such a lovely process to see. You know, I can't speak to how realistic an experience this is because obviously I haven't gone through it, but from what I have seen of people going through it, I think, and what I've heard people talk about their experiences, it's such a beautiful portrayal of this process. They cast Olivia Colman as his mum. He needs to come out to her at some point, and there needs to be a conversation because, like, for his sake, just knowing that you can come home and your parents, I mean, he doesn't appear to have a dad, fuck men, To have your mum be there and be fully supportive is everything. You know, any struggle I go through in my life, coming home and knowing my mum has got my back is everything. So we hope for his sake he's going to get that soon. The fact that he told Tara, you know, I've been sort of hoping they could cross paths again somehow so that he could talk to her, because her being somebody who is gay and who has recently come out with it, and is not his partner, is somebody else he can speak to, a different experience he can get, someone else he can get guidance for. And the way she was just fully supportive, and so was, oh my goodness, her girlfriend Tara. And I'm so sorry, I really, really like her girlfriend. Her name, my brain is like, you have chronic fatigue, you also have brain fog, names are not your friend. But just seeing the way they were so supportive of him, and the way they just, I think it's something that I have definitely seen within LGBT communities. You know, I often am kind of, I hope I'm an ally, but like I'm like tertiary around them, especially in like fandoms or whatever, is that it is very much, they know if you're gay, you know how hard it can be, and so you are just there for each other. And I think that is a very important space to find. I'm so glad that when they went on their triple date, and with Elle, and he said the words triple date, I was mildly concerned he was going to be like, oh, I misspoke, like I wasn't going to tell her, but he was just like, well, yeah, it is a triple date because we're dating. And I just, that moment, even more than when he came out to Tara, was just absolutely everything, because it was done so casually almost. I'm sure he had been having a little mental thing of, I'm going to say, I was saying it, you know, I'm sure in his head it wasn't quite as casual as it came across, but it just was like it should be in the world, just, oh, by the way, I'm dating that person, and it doesn't matter what gender they are compared to you. I absolutely loved it. I think an important step will be when he's able to tell, you know, Tao, and the biggest step of all is going to be when it is just official. I think, in a way, someone like Tara, who nobody assumed was gay, even though she was best friends with someone who was apparently out. No one assumed it of her. She was assumed to be in love with Nick, and because they kissed once when they were 13, and all of that, like, kind of the expectation was that she fitted one mould, which no one fits the mould you're put in by society, but she was put in that mould, and it's a somewhat similar mould to the one Nick is in. I think it could be really good, and I'm glad that they are now friends, they have each other's numbers, they're doing group chats, because I think she is someone that, you know, she can really talk to him about how, like, it was harder than I thought it would be, but it was so worth it at the same time. And I think that is a conversation that Nick can have going forwards, I hope, that will help prepare him for inevitably coming out, just for his own freaking sake. And you know what? Even if he were to be like, I'm gonna wait till I go to uni and I'm with more open minds, I don't know. The children are children. I mean, I say, like, I wish that in nowadays you wouldn't have those people giggling about lesbians, I'll catch lesbian disease, but definitely, like, I know the kind of bitchy girls in my school, the ones who thought they were the popular crowd. I can remember when two people in my class just walked out holding hands, and they were just friends. Like, I mean, maybe they were more than that and I didn't know, but like, I was kind of friends with them. Like, we were in the same wider friendship group, and as far as I was aware, I think one of them was gay, but I think they were just holding hands for the fun of it, and there was definitely, because they're gay, that kind of, because you just think you're so superior compared to them. It's hopefully getting less and less and less, but unfortunately, if you declare that you were different in any regard, you're going to get those hateful comments. So it's sad to see Tara struggling with it, but I think being able to help Nick, being able to just be part of this group, you know, like, we are teenagers in the grammar school system, coming out as gay, and it's hard, and we've got each other, and just going on the triple date, having Elle as a friend, just, they are such a wonderful, kind, supportive group of friends that I'm so glad these kids have each other. And I truly hope that if any problems they will have a soft place to land with each other. This was a beautiful episode. There are 2 episodes left. Now, I mean, I'm constantly expecting things to go wrong, and that is simply because life is not smooth. Because I do still think Nick is in such a brilliant place right now, but I also think that, like, it's coming out, and the potential fear of that negative reaction of fuckface and his other friends is going to be the biggest dilemma he faces, and he still has to face that, but he's so much more prepared for it than he was at the beginning of this episode, and I adored this episode. I think it's all my favourite episode of the show yet, and I've loved every episode, so that is saying something. Thank you so much, Natasha, for sponsoring this show, and thank you for watching.